Hi everyone. Are we live? Are we live? I think we are. Hello everyone. Oh my goodness, it was so nice. Yeah, I just sat here. I was ready. And I've been what is that noise? Why is that happening? I've been just reading the chat because sometimes it's just nice, you sort of get here and you see it all going, and I'm thinking, oh, oh, oh. And it's just wonderful how you're all just having a lovely conversation. I can see Julie, Karen, and Teresa are here. Chris is on holiday at the moment, and Zoe is, wow, she's moving halfway, well, not halfway, she's probably moving to Switzerland, maybe. So she's with her husband over there for now. So, yeah. Let's have some nice times together in this, not only the chat, but also here in the live talk. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Oh, my goodness. It is so nice to see you. Yes, and Angel is quite busy as well. So we have the ones that we have are the ones that we're going to have, I think. Yeah, life happens, doesn't it? So there we go. It's so I just keep reading it. It's really nice to see how you're all having a little chat beforehand and then saying hello and everything. It's lovely. So yeah, as usual, all the same names, and there are some new names as well. So if you haven't been here before or you haven't been here often, welcome to the Sunday Talk. This is a place where we have a little weekly chat about what's been happening in the Ophelia Talks crochet world, or what's going to happen. Because normally I just, this is my time to call true to my name of Mrs. Tease. And yeah, this is the teasing time, okay? I show you something that's going to happen. I might be talking about something that's going to happen, but generally I try to keep your interest, and I try to, sort of make you curious for all the things that are happening. And yes, we are looking forward to something very big that's been happening. So this has, for me, it seems that this has been a long time in the making, because of course back in June, almost a year ago, Dirk suggested to me that I was allowed to choose wherever I wanted to go for my birthday, which was in January, so this last January. And he said, let's book it. Let's book a holiday to a destination that you have always dreamt of to go to. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to think about that, because you do have those kinds of destinations, but somehow I just was almost like resigned not to go, thinking, yeah, well, maybe things like that don't happen to me, or something like that, or like a dream location like that. So it took my brain, let's say, a couple of weeks to work out where I wanted to go. And then all of a sudden, I don't know how that happened, but all of a sudden I remembered that being a history teacher, being trained as a history teacher, I was always so intrigued by the pyramids, by the hieroglyphics, by the pharaohs, by all that. Not only that, also the Greek history, Greece and the Parthenon and the Oracle, and up, in that country as well. So the ancient histories there. And I have to say, I have been to Greece, I have been to the Parthenon, and I have visited the Oracle. So that was one of those big things that I did years and years ago. But yeah, and then you think, yeah, the pyramids will just, Greece is a little bit more, I would say, easier to get to, or easier to visit that. Because of course, yes, Egypt, it's a big country. It's a very big country. We had a flight, an domestic flight to fly from Cairo to Luxor. So that's, that's quite the distance that you have to, yes, the classics, isn't it, Mandy? Yes. So, yeah, when I remember that, of course, Egypt was going to be my destination. I was going to see all the pyramids, see the, all the archaeologists' finds, everything that and also, I don't know whether you know, but one of my favorite actresses is Joanna Lumley. And several years ago, she did this, I think it was a 4-part documentary travel thing where she went to the source of the Nile. So she went all the way down the Nile in Egypt. She went through the different countries. So she went all along the other countries to the big, is it Victoria Lake or something like that? So, so she did all that. But of course, she also visited some of the places that we went to now as well. And I watched that. I watched that documentary how many times, because it's been on Netflix and places where you can just watch it as and when you want. And oh my goodness, I have watched that. I have to say, yes, Julie just mentioned it as well. I love all those travel things that she's done. So if you are looking for something to watch, type in Joanna Lumley and watch some of those travel documentaries. She does it so well. Oh my goodness, the things she, I remember one of them, and she says, I think it's the one where she goes from China, or from all the way in China to Russia, so all the way to St. Petersburg or something like that, or Moscow. And she says, if you wonder how how I end up looking okay every day, actually, I just add to my makeup. I don't even take it off because we're on a train. She said, I just add to it. So throughout the documentary, you'll see that my eyes get blacker and blacker. And I thought, that's just so Joanna Lumley. She makes sure that she looks all right, but she's not washed because there was no possibility to. So yes, that's what I wanted to achieve as well. Not that I didn't take my makeup off. I did take it off, but I did add lots to it. So there we go. So yes, she does some really lovely documentaries. And so when I was preparing to go to Egypt, some of my clothing was inspired by what Joanna was wearing. Of course, I had to have the Joanna look. And so yes, so this all started in June when I started planning for the holiday. And then, of course, the brain starts ticking and you think, hang on a minute. We've got to do a blanket. We've got to turn this into something memorable. Yes, the holiday for me was certainly memorable, but I want to share it with all of you. I want to make something that we can film there, that we can then use some footage. Oh my goodness. And I loved filming everything there and making sure that I had some footage to put in with some of the tutorials. Like, for instance, here, that bag, I made this bag. I took it to Egypt. I filmed myself there with the bag. So yes, I just loved doing all that. And it's so nice that I had that background, the pyramids, the Nile, Luxor, all the places. So yes, like I said, for me, this seems like a very long journey. It started in June with all the planning of the holiday. And then in November time, I started thinking, well, we must do a cowl that's inspired by all the jewels of the Nile that we can see there. So I started thinking about it, started composing the colors, what colors can we see in the tombs, the hieroglyphics, what colors did they use? Oh my goodness. Oh yes, before I go on, I also, Joanna Lumley, somebody said, oh, her voice, she's got such a wonderful voice, hasn't she? And guess what? She also has done a reading of Pride and Prejudice. So to go back to one of my previous cals, Pride and Prejudice, I still have the CD, I think, but obviously I have no CD player anymore. The CD, and I think I found it online via Audible or something like that, of Joanna Lumley reading, yes, Patricia, reading Pride and Prejudice. Oh my goodness. Go and find it. It is so good. She does all the voices. She is so good. She's really, really good. So, yes, I mean, of course, she's Patsy from Absolutely Fabulous, and she is wonderful in that, but she can do so many things and it suits her so well. So, do go, and if you listen to things, while you crochet, Pride and Prejudice by Joanna Lumley, read by Joanna Lumley, is a really, and it's not you're more like Patsy, Anita. Yes. Where's the Bollinger? Let's get the bully out. But yes, it's a little bit abridged, that version. But it's so nice to wear, so nice to listen to it. Okay, right. Was she in the event? Oh my goodness. Yeah, I have never seen her in that, because yeah. Okay. I love my DVD. Yeah, bought it because of the cal, did not know. Oh yeah, okay. So you'll have to, yeah. So no, yes, I mean, she's had a huge long, she used to be a model, didn't she? So yes, and she was a Bond girl, wasn't she? I think she was. So yes, I mean, lovely, a lovely, yes, yeah, big fan here, big fan. So yes, so then in November, of course, I started creating the blanket, so I would have it to take with me in January for filming it, of course, because it's all very well saying, let's do a blanket for the Nile, but I had to have it finished by the time having a G&T and a cigarette as you're saying that. Yes, you are more like Patsy, Corinne. So yes, I had to have this finished by the time we went on holiday, so there was a lot of crocheting going on. So spill the main. Yeah, I don't know what loose. Yeah, I don't know what that would be. Is that the Avengers? Yes. I'm going to have to look that up, because that's not my type of film. So I'll have a look and see if she's in there. Yes, Ingrid, this is a lovely, lovely book to listen to. Yes, and of course. Derek says, yeah, that's probably how I remember her, as a Bond girl. But yeah, her voice, I used to have a car sat nav, and I could swear it was Joanna Lumley. I think it was in the Ford Cougar, and you could you could choose the male or female voice, and then you could sort of choose a little bit of an accent. And when I chose the English, because I was living in Belgium, but I did choose the English person, I swear it was Joanna Lumley. So I called the sat nav Joanna. So let's ask Joanna. Oh, we'll type it into Joanna. We'll be fine. We'll get there. And people will look at me like, "What are you talking about?" Oh yeah, that's my sat nav. She's Joanna Lumley. It was sad handing in that car, because I was losing my Joanna. I don't know whether it was her. I don't think it was, but the voice had something of that timbre of her voice. So yeah, it was Joanna. I think even my kids remember Joanna. Oh my goodness. So I mean, we are losing the plot here completely. Oh, now everybody's saying what she was in. Oh, thank you, Ingrid. Yes, thank you. So, yeah. Back on topic. Let's get back to topic. We are? Yes, Anita, we could have called Charlotte Joanna. Indeed, we could have done, but Charlotte already had her name. The shop people, the people from the shop that I bought her, they called her Charlotte. So I thought I would, I would stick with that. And I like Charlotte. I think it's okay. It's okay, Charlotte. Yeah, so Charlotte is wearing quite a lot of things at the moment. I don't know whether you notice exactly how many things she is wearing. She's first of all wearing my Joanna Desert outfit. Okay. Oh, is she, Sandra? Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna have to be ready for that. Joanna is going to cover the coronation. Or is it that other there is a lady and she normally does it, doesn't she? Oh, what's she called again? I almost had it on my tip of my tongue there. Oh, I can't remember what her name is. I'll think of it in a minute. Yes, when you grow up, you want to be Joanna Lumley, something like that. Yes. So yeah, so she's wearing my mannequin. Molly is called Charlotte because she was called Charlotte in the shop. I've got a postcard. They had Charlotte, they had Philip, they had all kinds of other names, but this exact one is called. Now, I honestly, do you think there are tutorials of how to dress your mannequin? It's an art. It took me a long it took me far too long to get her dressed this morning. That it's a real job. It's a real job. So you have to take the arms off, you see. Wait a minute, sure. Oh yes, Sheila. I'm going to put up my wind spinners again as well for the coronation. Yes, if Joanna is involved, we're going to have to watch it, aren't we? I'm so glad everybody likes Joanna Lumley as well. Well, I knew you would. I knew you all would. We're all, like-minded, aren't we? Oh, hi, Chris. It's nice that you're here. It's nice that you're here for longer. Yes. So, dressing Charlotte is quite the thing, and maybe I should do a demonstration during a Sunday live. It is quite a thing. Remind me that I'll show you how we put her together. It's is it no, not Claire Balding? No, it's not Claire. She does more sporty events, doesn't she? Who did the who did the funeral? Kirsty Young. Kirsty Young. She's good. She's very good in doing these things as well. So yeah, Kirsty Young, I think. So yes, we have to do this one day so I can show you what the process is. It's not easy. It is not easy. So yeah, you have to take the arms off, and everything else comes off as well. This part comes off, the hands come. So I was there. I was thinking, okay, and all of a sudden I had a part in my hand that I didn't need. The rest was still there. So, and she's wearing, look. Hang on. That's not going to stay. Look, she's wearing trousers. She's wearing trousers. Those, I tell you, are impossible to put on because, of course, I have to take the whole thing off. Oh my goodness! The 6th of May is the coronation. Yeah. So there we go. So yes, so she's also wearing this scarf because this is the dust scarf for the Sahara Desert, you see. So that's the one that I had on, sort of, if there was a dust storm, you never know, you have to be prepared in these situations. I could put it, but also this was ideal for putting over my hair because sometimes you have to have your hair covered. So that's the scarf I always had with me in Egypt. And then this was the necklace that I bought from one of the traders, which I just absolutely love. It's such a lovely necklace. And then I had my trousers, my long thing, and then I had this dress as well, sort of the blue dress, and it all went together, so I could mix and match. I could put the blue dress over the trousers as well, so it would look nice. But that's the sort of the kind of outfit that that obviously Joanna had as well. Yes, she is overdressed, because I don't know whether you can see, she now also of course has the blanket draped around her, but there is a reason why she's got the blanket draped over her. I don't know whether you can see. But she's wearing something else as well. I am wearing the Snow Moon shawl because Charlotte is wearing my desert shawl that I had for going to Egypt. Yes, Molly, she is wearing a bra. This is a top. It's the same top as I'm wearing here, because she had to have the same. And when I undress her in a few weeks, I'll do that. I'll show you the bra that she's wearing, because it's a really good bra, and certainly for a doll like her. No, I know you're not a doll, but you have to call her something. Yes, so hence why she's wearing lots of things today. So we're just going to leave it at that. I hope you can see. Oh yes, and by the way, there is Karen's blanket, the carnival blanket that she made in a couple of videos ago. So I hope, oh my goodness, you have been watching that so well. Thank you for that. I think Karen is very pleased already with the amount of views that she's gotten for the video, and she's over the moon. She's so happy. Yes, the model. Yes, my model. Of course, my model. That's what a model is for. Exactly. She's my. Otherwise, I would have had to wear all of that, and that would have been too much. I'm so happy that I have my model now, so I can show off double the amount of things, you see. A good idea, peace, love. Good idea. I shall do that. I shall do that next time. Let me have a sip of tea. Venita, I know you would like a peek at the desert shawl, but I'm going to leave it like that for now. I won't tease you all, but we have a very important week ahead of us. So with all that I've been telling you, with all that's been happening, I have had a long journey towards next Friday. I've been preparing for this since last November. We took the blanket on the cruise with us. We took it to see all kinds of lovely places. And then the testers got started as well. And they talk about the curse of the pharaohs. Well, we certainly felt that. And I have to say, it's been a journey. Not only that, we've had lots of things happening to do with the blanket and with the yarn and with all kinds of things, but we have done it. I think we have lifted the curse of the pharaohs, and we are going ahead with it. The pattern has been corrected and made perfect and improved. It's been sorted. We are getting to the point where it's all plain sailing. Well, literally plain sailing down the Nile. Yes. Ruth, you can make any pattern in any colors that you like. So if there is a pattern that you like, choose your own colors, and then you can make it for your 3 grandsons. There you go. You'll have to do 3 similar blankets. So we have lots and lots of ideas and projects. What I would suggest, because my brain is going, do a duck pond blanket, because that way you can be making lots of squares in all the browns and the manly colors, and then you can put them together and make them a blanket each, where one color is apparent, is the main color, so they each know which their blanket is. Any suggestions? What do you think? Corinne is asking when Karen is going to be starting her channel. Well, the thing is, Corinne, yes, she's got plenty of ideas, but she'll have to come to me so I can show her how to do the filming and the putting it online and all that. So, that's another thing as well. It's all very well coming up with the ideas, but it's the filming, guys. It's unbelievable. A few weeks ago, I had almost no other project, because you're sort of working on the cowl for so long, and I think, oh, hang on a minute, I don't have any of my own project anymore to do, so let's see if I can find something else to that I can then turn into a video, obviously. And now I have so many ideas. I have so many projects started, and I have started filming them. But of course, I can't, now I have to crochet and then I can film again. So it's all, it's not just starting and keep on going. It's starting, filming, thinking, when do I need to film the next bit? Okay, it's crocheting. Then it's, no, I can't crochet that yet. I need to film that first, and so on. So it's a big puzzle for every project that we do. Every project, every tutorial that's on the channel is always, to me, it's always a big puzzle, because I have to, not only think it up, I have to see how can I film it, how can I make it so I don't have to make it twice or make it 3 times, or restart it because I can only do this once. Yeah. So Mandy has been with me, and also I saw your name, Bridget. You've been with me, or with us as well, to go on the photo shoot for the for one of the blankets. And yeah, it is, isn't it? It's even just getting some footage of a blanket involves quite a lot of things. So I do try to, yes. Plus also that. So now I'll tell you. Today I have been designing a poncho while I was actually filming it, because I can't redo it, you see. I can't, how should I say it? I can't make it and then make it again for the video, because that would take twice as long. And you all know how long crochet takes. I don't have the time to make things twice. So I can't just sit and make it and then think, okay, now I'm going to sit, film it, and make it, and film it. I haven't got the time for that. So I am actually, crocheting it while I'm filming it and while I'm designing it. So I've had to delete a bit because it didn't work. And so then I undid it, and then that's how it goes. But that's the least bit of double work that I can think of. So yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Yeah, hang on a minute. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Rafaela. Yeah. Yes, I don't think Janie, I don't think Gino would be would be a good candidate to help. Although he would make a good topic for a video, mind you. Yeah, help is not the word you would use with Gino. No. Ah, thank you, Katura. Yeah, there is a lot of behind the scenes, a lot. I don't want to show you my desk, but it's one mess at the moment, which is not me. But I had, like I said, I had so many ideas. I've got one, two projects in there, one, two on there, one behind the computer, one to the side of the computer, just because it, in my head, once again, it just exploded, and I had lots of ideas. Um, and I saw something and I thought, oh, I can make that. Got it. And then I'm making it, so bigger, smaller things, because I think we need we need the balance of larger projects and smaller projects, because otherwise you'll sort of be you'll be put off if I keep on posting huge projects. But I can only do those bigger projects because I can have some videos where I make smaller projects, because those don't take too much time, you see. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Eileen. Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness, Sandra, there is so much you have that you are looking forward to. Because yes, there has been a long journey for me to get to this cal, to get to the start of the cal, which of course is on Friday. But like I've said before, when the cal starts for you guys, all your fun is starting. And for me, I am doing other things, because for me, I've had all that time, and I then need to get on with videos for after the cal, because to me, that's not a long time until the cal is finished. And of course, I need to, get you interested and get you working on other things right after the cal. So that's for me when the time. So now this weekend already, I've got 2 more videos to rewatch of the cal, and then they're done. So I'm really happy that I've managed to make sure that they're all nicely done. There's going to be a lot of footage from the trip in the videos as well. So I hope you will enjoy that. Helen, I love Ophelia Talks as you design whole projects rather than just showing a couple of rows of patterns like a lot of others do on YouTube. Yes, I try to make something with everything that I design. I could, like, for example, I mean, Karen's blanket was slightly different, but I can imagine. And yes, obviously, I did a small amount to show you, but there is a big one there, So that is the way, because obviously I can't remake that blanket because Karen made it. But for example, for the cal, yes, of course, I made it in November because I had to have it ready in January, but there was of course no time to start filming it as I was making it. Plus also, you know, it needs to be tested. I made this. There are some mistakes in there because I just needed to get it made. And that's why I'm saying, the pattern was checked and perfected now, because there was no time to do that back then because I needed it for the holiday. And while the main parts obviously are all still the same, of course, it's all still the same. It's just the tiny details that might have changed. But sort of normally like with the Lizzie, I make a small sampler, which is easier for you as well to see. I think anyway, to see the end and the beginning of the row, just so in one screen. And I think that's a nice way. But yes, I do try to make sure that something has been made with the actual stitch, and I'm not just showing you a stitch. But hang on a minute. Yes, Shara, I know your yarn is jumping up and down to get started. Wow, Mandy, your Cairo poncho is lovely to crochet. Started yesterday and on the final time. Wow, fantastic. I am wanting to see that. Yep, make sure you send me a picture of that. Fantastic, Beth. Isn't that lovely? Summer haze for mother and daughter. I want to see a picture of that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Aztec is lovely. Yeah. Yes. So the desert shawl is going to be the shawl for the cowl. Yeah. No, the instructions are not out yet. Obviously, I will tell you really well when they're coming out because normally we do the cowl and then we do the shawl. This time I'm doing the shawl alongside the cowl because otherwise people might think, is there a shawl? Is there not going to be a shawl? And then it just keeps dragging on too long, basically. So I'm going to do that alongside the shawl, so alongside the cowl. So I will tell you properly. I'm just teasing today, just teasing. There are other teasers as well, which will be happening, but just for this one, just this one for now. Thank you, Stitch Create Love. I do hope you enjoy finding projects. We've got more than 1,000 videos, and we have 132,000 subscribers. Oh, I'm so excited. Ah. Wow, Mandy. Oh, yes, of course, your sister came to visit, and you have given her your jam jar blanket, and it's gone to New Zealand. Fabulous. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Megan. Thank you. The Hygge blanket. I still don't know how to pronounce it. Yeah, fantastic. In the new cowl colors. Yes, the colors are the first sort of visit that we did to one of the tombs, I was like, what are the colors? Let me go. Let me go. Let me go. Let me see. Are the colors correct? Did I choose right? Because this was a test, of course, for me to make sure that I had chosen right. I had done lots of research, but of course, still, you don't know. So when we got there, I was like, what are the colors? What are the colors? And I was to Dirk, I was going, yeah, that one, yes, that one, yeah. So that was quite funny. So I'm really happy that it all worked out, and that the colors did correspond with what I was seeing. So I was really pleased about that. So this week we had the spring flower wall art, and oh my goodness, already some of you have made it. I've seen some lovely pictures in the Facebook group, and there's a lady, oh, now I've forgotten her name, and she used her walking stick that she didn't have to use anymore. So she's put all her flowers dangling down from there, and it's lovely. It's so nice. So I do hope that you, even if, guys, I didn't know what to say anymore. Even my mum has made one of the spring flowers. She never does, she never does this. She's like, Anya, I followed your tutorial and I made a spring flower. And I was like, yes, it's a win. So I was gobsmacked. I just didn't know what to say. I was like, really, mother? Oh my goodness. Bye, Anita. Oh my goodness, have an amazing time with your nephew. Oh my goodness, you haven't seen him in 12 years. Yes, I think it's Kaylin. I think it's the best endorsement. She actually made a spring flower. I was so surprised. I don't know what she's gonna do. whether she's going to make more or what she's going to do, but she, yeah, I'll keep you posted. So yeah, and then the leaves are so easy to make, and oh my goodness, it's such a lovely thing to have. um yes, Amanda. Oh my goodness. Shoot, you broke your leg 18 months ago. And of course, yes, then you can use a little bit of support when you're walking. Yeah. And now it's wall art. Isn't that amazing? Fabulous. Fabulous. That's recycling, I think. But also it's saying, look, I don't need this anymore. And now it can serve for another purpose. Fabulous, Amanda. Fabulous. Yeah. It's always great, Corinne, to teach, younger people how to crochet, and then hopefully if they can remember it or they have it as a skill for later on. Crochet is a survival skill. You know what we could do with our yarn and hook? We could save the world, I'm sure. Yeah, so the spring flowers, you had 3 videos this week. The first video was the flower. The second video was the, and let me get it for you here, because I have it on my desk there to put my bottle of water on, was the flower, the same flower, but in one color. And this I made in cotton, so I could use it as a coaster. And it's been doing really well, so it helps to sort of put the bottle of water on there and it doesn't make that awful sound. And also, sort of for any condensation, if the water is cold or whatever happens, then the water can go into that. And then, oh, there you are. And then, of course, on the Friday, I also show you how to do the, tangle the world leaders with yarn. And then I also showed you how to do the leaves, which are so easy. And then, how to finish the whole thing off. Hello. Do you want to come up on my lap? Kom jij even? Nee, kom. I'll get the blanket. Look, there's the blanket. There's your blanket. She's been asleep all day. Oh, there we go. Oh my goodness, let me fold this. No, we're not going to do that, are we now? Come on. She's like, what are you like? Why are you asking for my attention? Let go. What is it? Let go. Kom nog eens back. Go. Here we are. There she is. Lekker. There we go. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Regina, what a good idea. Yes, the wind spinner. And then you can put the flower from it. Yes, and it will spin it around. Oh my goodness, Fiona, thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I mean, it wasn't that easy to film because, of course, we were on that cruise ship and there was lots of other people around as well. So, yeah, it was sort of one of those things that you don't know what to expect before you go on this holiday. But I think we made the best of it. Also, the lookbook for the shawl, the shawl that Charlotte is hiding at the moment, that was that was filmed quite. I'll tell you more about that later, but that was an adventure. Can you hear her? Feel like her? Sit. Okay. Right. Okay, so Now that we are on there, let's have a look. I've made a list as usual because otherwise I just forget all about it. Yes, update on the Starcraft colors and Starcraft, sort of their stock issues. We are getting we got an email with sort of a stock update, but the problem is, yes, they are sending loads to the UK. They're doing truckloads. I think something might be coming by ship as well, as usual. I'm not sure, but they don't seem to know what's arriving. So they might have split up certain colors. They might have certain things on the trucks or not. So they're not sure what's going to arrive. So they're now expecting quite weekly deliveries, but they don't know exactly what. So things are arriving, and the advice to us was just order every week and see what arrives. So we have put in a huge order because, of course, we are missing some colors. We want to make up the cowl maybe in Starcraft. We want to make up all our other packs, which we have not been able to do for for about a week or so because we've run out of certain colors. So now we can't make hardly any of our packs. So hopefully we've put an order in. Hopefully things will be sent, but we have had no confirmation yet of what is going to be sent. So they must be very busy doing that. So we will just, we will just have to wait and see what arrives and then reorder the next week and just keep going and see what arrives each time. So hopefully in a few weeks we will be back to stock, back on with our stock levels, and also we have at the moment, do we still have cowls? I think we have. Yeah, we just need to order weekly, but also we have ordered more of the cowl colors, and I think at Wendy they are extremely busy as well because we haven't heard from them, but that was on Thursday, I think, Friday or Thursday. So hopefully we will get some more cowls in Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, so beginning of the week, so that we will have some more. Obviously, we will always try and order more and see if we can get them in stock. But yes, it's just one of these things, isn't it? We just need to deal with it. And we're just going to be ordering weekly, see what comes in, and then just reorder and do that. And that's what they told us to do in the email. So hopefully it's a system that's going to work for everybody. I think I'm on the wrong page here. This was my list from last week. But again, this was on topic because obviously it's still a situation. And hang on a minute. Oh, there we are. Yes. So can you still hear? I can. Yeah. Make sure they still do the notify me. Make sure you still do the notify me if you are looking for a particular pack. The minute we have it in, we will make sure that you are notified so that you know that it's back in stock. We do, however, still have loose balls of Starcraft and of Wendy. So if you want to make up your own pack or if you want to choose your own colors, then there is that possibility. And yes, of course, we are counting down to Friday, and I think it's very exciting. Sandra, yes, I can see that people do that, but I've told Dirk we should put a button for him. Buy me some tape. Or buy me a coffee for Dirk. But to be honest, we're you know, we don't worry about things like that. We'd rather you bought a pattern or watched a video or just, you know, buy the yarn, basically. We don't, you know, we like doing it for you anyway. Without, you know, there's so many other things. Um, he's got a program for it, has he? Is that what you're saying? Oh, well, I don't know what he's saying there. But anyway, yes, I know that there's a button there. But to be honest, we're okay the way things are for now. Buy me some chocolate. Yes. Oh, no, the thing is, we don't worry about things like that. Just watch the videos, watch the adverts on the video. Well, not all the adverts. If you watch, I think a certain amount of seconds of that advert, we get paid from YouTube a little bit of money. Each time that happens, it all adds up, and that's what we do it for. Well, not exactly what we do it for, but that's what gives me a little bit of money to keep making the videos. And then you know, on the website, things like that, we're sorted. We're okay. Yeah, there is a website that you can personalize for that yes, okay. I know, Debbie, I know, but you know, it's just like, the thing is, you know, like with a monthly subscription. Yes, I know we started with bringing out monthly packs, but then I thought it was just too much. A pack every month. We might want to try and do that again, but luckily we haven't done a subscription, because we would have had to stop it all, because we can't make up a pack every month, you know, at the moment, with the issues that there are. So yes, we might be thinking about something like that in the future again, like we used to do, you know, bring out more color packs, not necessarily related to a pattern, but then all of you are always asking, what's the pattern? Well, to be honest, there's 1,000 videos on my channel. I'm sure you can find something to make with it, you know. For me, it's not, how should I say, you don't have to make that pattern with this pack. You can do whatever you want with it, basically. So maybe we will have to re-educate all of you on that front, and just start doing those limited edition packs again once a month. From, you know, you can buy it from that time to that time, and that's it. And then the next month we'll have a new pack. We'll see how it goes, but let's just sit out until the cowl is finished, and maybe by the end of the cowl, the stock issues will have resolved themselves. And this is the main thing. We need to get back to some sort of stock level for all the colors before we can start doing that. So we will try and do that. If you're interested, yes, Regina, I think it's 30 seconds as well. Yeah. Exactly, Bridget. Make use of the adverts. Go make a drink. Yes, a very important thing as well is to keep watching the videos until the end. You see, there is a thing, and it seems, you see, I am not the same as a vlogging channel, for instance, or somebody telling a story, or this is what happened in my day, and then this happened, and this, and people keep watching that video because they want to find out the whole story. My thing, of course, is I do a tutorial. If you watch it and you think, oh no, I'm not going to make that, then you turn it off. And that is my problem, you see. You start watching it and then you think, oh, maybe I, you know, don't want to make this. So the minute you sort of decide that, you turn the tutorial off, and that is something that YouTube is noticing, that yes, I have a lot of people watching, but then as the video progresses, I lose a lot of people. So that's something that we need to try and avoid, and I know that all of you guys here will watch the whole thing. I know that, but it's, sort of people do tend to, in this kind of videos, do tend to just think, oh yeah, okay, that's that. Let's not watch the rest. I'll go and watch something else. So it's the way YouTube works. And of course, my videos are not the way all the other videos maybe work. It's a tutorial type channel, and so it's different. But we can see that there's always a dip after a certain amount of time. But never mind. I mean, I'm not discouraged or anything like that. I do what I like to do. I'm doing this. I'm making the videos. People are making things with my videos, and that is, in the beginning, that was just so overwhelming for me. I could not believe that people were actually making things from my ideas, I'm going to start crying in a minute, from my tutorials. And it's just, and now, of course, with the Facebook group and the community and everybody posting stuff, it's just so lovely to see that people are making this, and it's just wonderful. Yes, I mean, love to craft, exactly. I know it's the shipping, but we now have a better rate for shipping, so it might work out. You see, we have a better rate for shipping because we are now business customers at Royal Mail. So hopefully, excuse me, so hopefully that will make a difference if we are buying if you are buying monthly packs again, maybe in the future, maybe not, maybe we will do it, maybe we won't, but um oh, thank you, Benedict, thank you. Yes, Helen, that's a good thing to do. Watch them a couple of times. Yeah. Yes, love to craft. I saw that you were talking about rescue kittens. Look at her here. Look at her. In a way, we rescued Layla as well from a very busy family with lots of other animals, which she clearly didn't like, and she's loving it here now. So, yeah. Yes, Corinne. Yes. I mean, to be honest, the way we have grown. Oh, goodness for that. My legs were getting tired. The way we have grown and the way you guys have supported us throughout all this, it's been wonderful because, of course, as you know, we've had to move storage places, we've had to, change up things so we could keep up with the demand. And it's wonderful. It's really lovely that we have been able to build a business with the support of all of you, and that it's grown so much that we can only just keep up, to be honest. Okay, only just. Oh my goodness, Karen, thank you. She watches several similar channels, Karen says, and mine has personality, fun, and learning. Oh, thank you. Personality, fun, and learning. Well, as long as Joanna is there, I'm okay. Yes, Eileen. Yeah, I mean, we've done this thing of going back into the channel and trying to find a video from years ago, maybe that you hadn't watched, and then share it in the Facebook group. And I always cringe when I see some of the video techniques or the techniques the way I was doing it. But then I was always working with, sort of the best material at the time. I always filmed with my iPhone, but then I was using iMovie and no microphone, and the lights, and the different things of how to you know how to do things. So yeah, I always try and upgrade with the phone and my material, and so yeah, I hope that over the years you will have seen that my videos have gotten better, that the quality is better, and also the editing technique is better. But yeah, a lot of work. It's not just the crochet, it's not just the pattern, it's not just designing it, it's the editing and the filming as well, and it takes time. It all takes a lot of time. Beth, I don't know whether that helps to advance it to the red line to the end. I don't know. Yes, Vinita, but again, it's the postage. We would have to put the postage on top of that. So if we were to sell you, let's say, 6 packs a year, and you would buy this in one go, you would have to pay for 6 postage lots as well. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. Chris, how would you explain to get the right tension while crocheting to someone? Make swatches, make a little I haven't got anything here to show you. Make a little square. No, I haven't got anything. So just make a little square and use a certain hook. So for example, use the hook that is prescribed by the yarns of 4. Make a little square. Then make the same square, but make it with a different hook, so a smaller one or a larger one, and see the difference in size of the square, in stitch definition, and in the feel of the fabric. And then you can decide which one you like best, and that's your tension. That has to do with your tension. So it depends on, see, if I use a 4, my stitches look scraggly and they just look disheveled. And if I use a 3.5, they're like on point, and they're, nice and straight and nicely shaped. So that's how you can work that out. There is a video for that. There is a video which, yeah, and of course practice, yeah. So once you've decided what hook you will use with your particular tension, because you like the look of those stitches, then it's practice. Sandra, yes, I don't want to do that because you can have like chats and super chats for people to pay. You can have patrons to subscribe, and then you do extra things and stuff like that, or Patreon, where you can do sort of a monthly thing where you pay and then there's extra content. But to be honest, first of all, I don't want to put the pressure on myself to create something that is deserving of the amount of money that you are paying me every month to give you extra, right? Because I will never allow it to, I will never allow, no, how should I say it? I will never think of it to be worthy of that, so I always want to do better and better, which will give me a lot of stress. I am now already producing 2 videos a week, plus then the live on the Sunday. That's a lot of filming, editing, crocheting, designing to do that. If I have to produce more than that a week, then I'm not going to be able to do. I just simply haven't got the time. And I don't want to be generally, right? Okay, I'm here talking and I see the chat going past, but I cannot react to everybody, and I want to react to everybody, and I want to read this, and that's why the moderators are in there as well, just to sort of acknowledge some of the things that you are saying, and I want to read all of this. But if I was to read all of this, then I wouldn't have anything else to say, because I've been talking for an hour already, an hour, and I still haven't finished my list here. And I would have been talking for a lot longer. Than I can just react to the comments, but then I wouldn't have said anything about this. It's lovely, the comments, and I want you to keep on commenting, but do you know what I mean? Sometimes I do pick and choose, but I don't want to, like somebody else says, I don't want to I don't want to sort of treat anybody else differently from because you're paying me money, basically. Yes, I mean, it's lovely, isn't it? So somebody says, I subscribed when I had 25,000. So Denise, you just subscribed when I had 25,000 subscribers. Unbelievable. You've grown over 100,000. Yes, more than that now, Denise. Yeah. Granny squares with different hooks. Yeah. Yeah, I want to be all inclusive. I don't want to sort of start singling out people. Yes, of course, if you make something nice, I will show it off. But then everybody has that opportunity if they make something nice. Exactly, Di. I don't want to fix things, and I don't want to start asking for money where I don't need to. I like I said, you can do this hobby. You can be my best fan, my best subscriber, completely without spending any money. Yes, you will have to buy some yarn somewhere, but if you have a huge stash, you can still do all my patterns. You can still post it in my Facebook group. You can still watch the channel. You can still um, that's right, Bridget. Yeah. You can still chat with me here. I will still talk to you. You don't have to spend any money on me. I don't want to be the person responsible for you spending money, although I know I am. I know I am in many cases, but do you know what I mean? There is no obligation to spend money to enjoy everything on the channel. Yeah, don't fix anything that's not broken. It works. Yeah, exactly, Bridget. That's right. Yeah, the thing is, you see, at the moment, yeah, I don't have more time in my life because I still work. You see, I still have my job, and making 2 videos a week is a lot. Saturdays and Sundays, those 2 days are completely filled with filming, editing, crocheting. Evenings are crocheting, and cleaning is yeah, not not happening all that much here. We did wash the sheets today. Yes. So hey, I've got clean sheets tonight. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Yes, Rafaela, I remember that you have been a fan for a very long time. Yeah, you've been with us. Yarn pack, my dear. Yes. Thank you, darlings. Thanks you. Yeah, just blame me. Just blame me. Just blame me. Oh yeah, Betty. I mean, there's stuff that's happened during the lives, hasn't it? Do you remember I had to change the batteries in my microphone during the live? Do you remember that? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So yeah. So at one point I have to say I refused to use that microphone because it was making a noise in here as well. And guess what? For the last few weeks, I have a fabulous new microphone. Look at this. And it doesn't have batteries, which in a way is something that I really like because environmentally friendly. It's more environmentally friendly to be able to plug it in, you know. So yeah, this is all plugged in and it's just uses the electricity from the computer. So yes, and I hope you've heard a voice difference or a difference in sound. And no, I'm not singing. Dirk has banned me from singing. Yes, Rafaela, I still go to yoga. You know, you have to have those things that will allow you to sit on a desk chair for hours on end because you are working or you are crocheting and filming. So yoga, for me, I go on a Wednesday after work, so Wednesday at 4 o'clock and Friday at 4 o'clock. And I do this with my friend, and we do our yoga practice in her living room. And soon we will be in the park again. I haven't told you. I haven't told you half of what's in my list, but there we go. It will be in the park again, and so yes, I try to do that yoga a minimum of twice a week, and that's a lot because I really need the time to do more, to do crochet or to do the filming or to do the editing. But yeah, that is something that you just have to do it. Time or no time, it's in the diary already without even planning it. Basically. But there we go. That's what you have to do because otherwise it doesn't happen, and then you just don't do any movement, and you need to have some movement, don't you? Thank you, Glowheart. Thank you. Yeah, put Charlotte to do the cleaning. Oh, yeah, that would be a great way. Oh, I wish I could do that. No, I am not singing. Excuse me. You probably heard that. Yes, I know. I have to take time for myself, I know, but I do have an upload schedule to fulfill. Thank you very much. Which is why, yeah, I used to have one of those robot cleaners, Vinita, but when I moved here, it was too difficult to have it in here. There's not enough space, so I gave it to a friend. I don't know whether Dirk actually realized that I actually gave it away. Now he knows. Okay, right, let's get on with it because yes, Christy, do get in touch. Let us know when you're around and when when you can come over, because then we can sorry, I'm doing something and I'm trying to reply to a comment as well. So Christy, yes, please let us know. You've let me know already, but please let us know your firm dates and when you will be able to come and see us. Okay. Mandy, are you still here? I need to time for you, so important. I need to text you in a moment because you were saying last year you came over. Are you coming over this year as well? Let me know. Okay. Right. Okay. Next week we have a pretty little thing for next week. It's small, but I hope you will like it. It's a drawstring bag in the shape of a strawberry, and it has opening and closing drawstrings. I love it. I love it. So, for example, if you wanted to give a little gift to a little girl, or if you want to, like, for example, here there's a lip salve. So you put that in there and then you close your little bag and you can open it by pulling on the little flowers. Look at this. And it's big. Look at that. There's loads of space in there. Let's put our lipstick in there. So we close the drawstring. Yay! And we can open it. And yeah, I thought it was such a lovely little drawstring. So yes, I mean, obviously I've made two because that's not much to make again, you know. So one of these might not be as perfect as the other one, but then I just make it once, try it all out, and then I make it again for the video. So there we go. I loved making this. It's such, and also, I mean, yeah, I'm opening it with my fingers now, but it's so easy to make, and it might not be sort of, you know, correct, anatomically correct, but you know, I think it does the job. Look at that. Look how cute. So we have a little leaf, we have a little flower, we have, yes, gift cards. Yeah. Or if you give a gift of money, you know, cash money, that would be nice to put in here as well. So you open the drawstring by pulling, excuse me, by pulling the flowers. You close the drawstring by pulling the leaves. And I hope you will enjoy making it because this is the video for Wednesday. So on Wednesday, we will be making these little drawstring bags. And then, oh my goodness, on Friday, we are going to have the first video of the cow. Yes, for small trinkets. Yeah. So there we go. So on Friday, we will have the first, oh my goodness, I'm so excited. The first video for the cowl. And yeah, I hope your yarn is ready for it. I hope you have your different sized hooks ready because I might just be asking you to make sure that your beginning looks good before you continue. Okay, so the way this blanket is made is that the stitches, as you can see, are all quite different, but are all, how should I say it, very holy almost. So there's lots of holes and there's a little substance to them. And what happens when you have stitches like that is that they sort of might go a little bit in a different shape, or they might go out, or they might go in a bit. And of course, it's going to react. So we have sorted all that, but the start is, of course, built on a row of double crochets. Okay, so we'll need to make sure that those first few rows onto the row of double crochet is going to be still flat. And that's why we need to make sure it's all looking nice, and that's how we do that with our two, or you know, different sized hooks that we are going to be using. But I explain everything in the video, so do watch the video before you all enthusiastically start, right? Make sure you've watched the video. Make sure you go and follow the link in the description box below the video to go to the blog post with the written pattern. There are also these little instructions, little please note or remarks that you just need to read before you get started, okay? Because it's very important. I take into account all the things that the testers say. I also take into account the things that I sort of come up with while I'm crocheting. I put that in there as well. So make sure you don't have to buy the pattern, gents. You can have it on the website. But of course, yes, the pattern will be for sale after the cowl has finished as an embellished pattern. It's quite a few pages. Um, and I'm still working on that, and that will be after the cal has finished. So you can't buy that just yet, because then you will have the rest of the, of the pattern as well. So I will tell you in the live as well when that is available to purchase. So please make sure you watch the video, pay attention, okay? Make sure you don't miss anything. It's all in there. Make sure you get to the pattern, find the list of the colors, because of course I am not going to tell you in the videos the 30 colors for the week. You have got to go to the blog post where you will find the table. You will be able to tick off the rows as you do them, if you screenshot it or whatever you want to do, or if you print it off. And there is a list of, obviously there's the week number, then the row number, and then of course also the color, very importantly, and then also the name of the stitch row that you are doing. So we are visiting the towns all along the Nile, and we are starting in Giza. And Giza is going to be week 1 for the cal. Okay, so all your rows this time will be called Giza 1, Giza 2, Giza 1, Giza 2, I think it is, yes. So also, if you have a problem, please, in the Facebook group, there will be, take a picture, ask your questions. People will be in there, the testers. Teresa, Julie, Angel, Chris, and Karen, they have all done the cal. They will be able to help you in the Facebook group. Zoe, did I miss anybody else? They will be able to help you in the Facebook group with any questions. But please make sure you watch the video, because there are a few things that might happen to your start, and it's in the video. Okay, I have taken everything into account. I have, one of the testers had this happen. It's in the video. Okay, so just so that you anything that could possibly happen, it should be in there. Okay, but also what I would say as well is, don't be discouraged. If you have a problem, and this goes for the whole cal, if you have a problem, let us know. We can deal with it. I'm sure we can deal with it. It's just the pharaohs, okay? It's just them having a go at that curse again, but we will not let them beat us. Okay, we can sort every problem out that you might have with any of your stitches or your colors or whatever happens. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Teresa and Julie are on fire tonight. Thank you for that, darlings. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We'll remember all the remedies. I am sure. Oh, what am I doing? I'm sure we can sort it all out. The main thing is, don't give up. Just try another hook. That's going to be the advice. Oh my goodness. So I hope I have answered. Let me just quickly. Oh, I've still got to talk about something else. We do want to do that meetup in London. We need to talk about that. We will talk about that more next week. If anybody has any suggestions, I've had somebody contact me. She's quite a way out of the center of London. So if anybody knows anywhere that's reasonably central in London where we can meet up. The problem is, one of those proper meeting rooms, that's all very well, and I don't mind paying some money for it, but I am not going to pay corporate amounts where it's like £500 for 4 hours, because that's just silly. Then I'm going to have to start asking you for money. Okay. um so we need to find somewhere that will host us, sorry, that will host us just for our beverages, and just like a minimum amount per person or something like that. But yes, hopefully somebody is close to the center of London, and they could get in touch with me if you have some sort of like a village hall, or I mean, I know there's not a village hall in London, but something like that, or already like a community hall where there would be some arty workshops going on already, maybe, who would who would be able to, and of course it's a Sunday afternoon, so keep that in mind. I know, Sandra, I know, but see, there again, that's not what we like, so if you do need to contribute, we will make sure there's a goodie bag. Okay, so you go home with something. So we want to have something to we will work out something, but the thing is, if it's £500, and if the 10 people show up, then that's £50 each. That's far too much. Do you see what I mean? So it's, if it's 10, 20, maybe 30 people, I still can't justify £500. So something like that. I mean, yes, I don't mind asking for some money, but not an extortionate amount, because that's not how so yeah, Covent Gardens would be nice, yes. But it's just something, yeah, a club or a community center, something like that, where we could get together. So if anybody has any idea, please also maybe via the Facebook group, or even, yes, you can message me direct if you wanted to, or via the hello@opheliatalkscrochet.com web email, then that would be great. Yes, Christy, but it's a place we need to get in somewhere, because the weather might be nice, but we need to sort of be able to have shelter, and maybe have a cup of tea and cake and sit down or something like that. So we will see. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? To have the colleges let you use rooms. Yeah. See, this is it. I don't know about any of that. So if anybody is local to London or in London, if you have any ideas, that would be a great help. Thank you for being here. Oh my goodness, an hour and a half almost. Just too much, too much. But anyway, thank you for being here. Thank you for staying all this time, listening to me. I had a lovely time. It's always so nice to meet up with my friends on a Sunday evening. And I hope you will enjoy. I hope you will enjoy making the strawberry bag. And of course, yes, we are looking forward to starting our Jewels of the Nile Cal on Friday. So have a lovely week. Oh, I'm so excited. And if you have some time for crochet and listening to something, then do please listen to The Pride and Prejudice by Joanna Lumley. It's a lovely read. Or listen. Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye-bye. Yes, hit the like button, and I will see you next week. Bye.